Hey guys, SJ from Ignore Limits here. Today I wanted to talk to you guys a bit about IIFYM, also known as the If It Fits Your Macros diet. So what is IIFYM? I'm sure if you've been on social media, browsed any fitness forums, maybe picked up a men's health and fitness magazine, God forbid, you've probably seen a bit about this IIFYM, or also known as flexible dieting craze. So what exactly is it? Basically, what it comes down to is IIFYM is focusing on macronutrients, guys. So every food, has, say, 500 calories in it, or whatever the caloric number for that food is. But that's broken down into PCF, so your proteins, your carbohydrates, and your fats. So basically what IIFYM is trying to say is that you can eat whatever food you want as long as you reach your goal number for the day. So for example, say I need to eat 2,500 calories per day to maintain my current weight at a 40-40-20 split. So for example, 40% protein, 40% carbohydrates, 20% fats. So for example, let's say that's 200 grams of protein, 200 grams of carbohydrates, and 50 grams of fat. If It Fits Your Macros is basically telling me I can eat whatever foods I want as long as I make up those calories, guys, and those macronutrients. So I could get those 50 grams of fats from ice cream, or I could get those 50 grams of fats through healthy means such as, organic almond butter, Greek yogurt, and fatty cuts of meat, etc. And it's basically saying your body composition, aka how you look, will not change whether I ate, the good food, the almond butter, etc., or if I decided to go the other way and ate the unhealthy food. So that's a bit of an introduction to If It Fits Your Macros. So it doesn't care about the quality of the food, it only cares about the numbers behind the food. Does that work? Believe it or not, guys, this actually does work. If It Fits Your Macros does work. But here's the problem. With If It Fits Your Macros, most of the people that are following it just go all out and eat, Pop-Tarts and whatever other crap. That is not the way to take this diet. What you should take from this diet is the fact that you can afford to get some of your calories and your macronutrients through, and I quote, unclean foods. So, for example, I personally advocate eating healthy at least 80% of the time. So 80% of the food I eat every day will, be chicken breast, broccoli, steel cut oats, fruits, vegetables, things like that, nuts, healthy foods. And then, at the end of the day, I see, I've still got 500 calories, 400 calories remaining. I feel confident in making up those calories and macronutrients with whatever foods I desire. So for example, I might have a chocolate bar, I might have some ice cream, etc. That's no problem because I'm meeting my numbers, so my body composition is gonna, stay the same or change based on how many calories I'm consuming, and I don't need to get, caught up in the psychological sort of side of it, thinking, oh crap, I just ate some ice cream, I'm gonna get fat, or I'm not gonna put on muscle because that's bad. That is the key point to take here with If It Fits Your Macros, guys. So you don't need to. If It Fits Your Macros really helps you have a positive relationship with food. So you don't need to worry and stress about that little thing you ate here or there. That's no problem. You can fit it into your calories. You can fit it into your macros. The one thing though that is definitely worth noting is eating lots of high glycemic index carbohydrates, such as candy, Pop-Tarts, ice cream, whatever, that definitely does lead to an increased risk in chronic diseases. If you're eating KFC and McDonald's every day, that processed crap, those unhealthy trans fats, you're definitely setting yourself up for some issues later down the line, which is, something I plan for the future, guys. You should too. So focus on your health, not only how you look. So if you're following If It Fits Your Macros to a T and just eating unhealthy foods, you're going to increase your risk of diseases. And not only that, but you're also, because you're going to be at a micronutrient deficient state, so you're not going to be getting your calcium, your vitamin D, vitamin C, basically any of the essential vitamins you won't be getting if you're eating just processed foods. So you're going to feel like crap as well. Your body may look the same, but the intensity in the gym will definitely decrease because you just simply won't have the energy to get through those workouts. Like, if you're eating the slow digesting carbs from oats or, brown rice, etc. I'm not saying do that all the time, but I'm saying before a workout, you definitely want to get in a good meal consisting of clean foods. So that's basically my take on it, guys. So definitely consume at least 80% of your daily calories and macronutrients from foods high in micronutrients, so unprocessed foods with, low to medium glycemic index carbohydrates. But at the same time, you need to make sure you're eating foods that you enjoy. So there's not much point eating, broccoli if you hate it, because eventually you're going to not eat broccoli and you're just going to binge and binge and binge, and then you're on a downward spiral. Another thing to take note, which isn't exactly tied into if it fits your macros, but that's meal timing. So you don't need to get caught up on meal timing, guys. Studies have shown, over the course of 24 hours, your metabolism does not change based on whether you eat every 2 hours or every 12 hours. As long as you're hitting your calorie goals within a 24-hour period, that's the only thing you need to worry about. And, if you get sick of eating chicken and rice or, steak and sweet potatoes, don't fret to make up some of those calories with treats you desire. You could easily make up the protein from the steak with some protein powder. Then, the carbohydrates from the potatoes, you could have some cereal, or, if you want some chocolate or a bit of candy, you can go for it, as long as that is fitting in with your macros, and for the most part, you are keeping it healthy. So that's pretty much it, guys. So take from that what you will. Some people like to use flexible dieting, aka if it fits your macros. Other people don't like it. I think the way I'm going about it is probably the most sensible way, incorporating bits of it here or there. You don't need to, go all in or disregard it completely. There is that sort of happy medium there. So let me know your thoughts on if it fits your macros, guys. Have you tried it out before? If you have, let me know. If you haven't, definitely, start giving it a bit of a go so you're not fretting over your food all the time, and see how your body responds to it, because at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. But make sure you're still getting in those micronutrients as well. That's basically it, guys. It's SJ from Ignore Limits. If you enjoyed this podcast, be sure to check out ignorelimits.com. I have tons of articles on, if it fits your macros, different forms of dieting, fitness, motivation, and the like. Thanks for listening.